You talk about losing weight, everyone usually just tells you to take up jogging or start running or any other form of cardio because that's what you need, right? Wrong. If you are trying to lose weight, doing cardio is extremely important. It's good for your heart health. However, if you're trying to lose weight, cardio is not what you need. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sylvia Godwin. I have a diploma in health and fitness. I have also gone through years of struggling to lose weight and keep it off. So I have finally found the right method through educating myself, and I am trying to share the knowledge I have gained over the years with you guys. So today we'll be talking about 10 mistakes beginners make on their weight loss journey. So the first would be not counting calories. So we always like to assume, I made most of these mistakes too. So we like to assume that we can intuitively know the amount of calories we are consuming. I mean, we all like to think that we just know, right? However, it is always so easy to overconsume when you are not counting. I mean, sometimes we're just doing things and we are mindlessly eating, or maybe you are eating and you are on your phone and you don't even realize you're so distracted, you're not eating consistently. So the food is already digesting while you are still eating, and then you tend to eat more than you normally would have. That is so easy to do, unless we counted out the amount of calories. I mean, you have to calculate and put into consideration your metabolic rate and everything, and calculate how much calories you should be consuming a day, and then you can divide it by how many times you're supposed to eat and know how many calories you're supposed to have on each meal, right? So if you're not doing that, then you're probably eating more than you think, and it's going to be extremely hard to lose weight if you are going beyond your caloric requirements. Now, mistake number two is villainizing a food group. We've all done it. I mean, at some point, we all assume that, okay, maybe I'm not losing weight because I'm eating carbs. Maybe it's too much carbs. It could be too much carbs, right? But then the solution is not going to be for you to just cut off carbs completely, or some people are so convinced it's fat, and then they decide that the best thing is to cut off fats completely. There are some extremely healthy fats that will help you if you let it. I mean, yes, I understand that carbs and fats have a higher amount of calories per gram. However, cutting them off completely is not the solution, because what we are aiming for is developing a healthy relationship with food, which is the only way you can consistently do something over years, because we're trying to make this a habit. We're trying to make healthier options a habit, and cutting off some food classes completely is not going to help matters. It's not going to lead you towards the direction you want to go. So just try to have all the food classes on your plate as much as you can. However, make it that protein would be higher. Try to eat lean protein or any form of protein. Always check the label. Check how many, if you're eating something for a specific thing they promise to contain, how much of that thing is in it, right? Maybe you're drinking milk because of the protein. How much protein is in that milk? So you should check and make it that protein is the highest class, is the biggest amount in your plate. I don't know, I think I'm missing this but make sure that you eat more protein than the other food classes when you're eating, because aside from protein having less calories per gram, it is also very satiating and will keep you full for longer, which means you reduce mindless snacking and you don't get hungry as often, so you don't eat as often, and makes it easier to keep up with your caloric requirements. Mistake number 3 is doing only cardio. This one is so easy. I mean, a lot of people don't even help the situation. People already have it in their head that if you're trying to lose weight, you go for a run or just take up jogging, or maybe it's swimming, all those cardio, and you would burn calories. Of course you would. I mean, you would burn calories. However, when you are trying to lose weight, if you're going for long-term results, you should also be aiming to build some muscle mass. This helps you lose more weight. It helps you burn more calories at rest over time when you build muscle. And cardio does not help you build muscle. Cardio burns through your energy reserve, making you hungry, extremely hungry. Like, you would be so hungry, you probably would eat more calories than you've burned. And also, because it's so draining and you get so hungry, you tend to overestimate just how much calories you've burned. I've seen it happen so many times. I've done it a few times. So you overestimate how much calories you burned, and then you end up eating way more calories than whatever you had burned during that cardio. And that is just, not helpful. Mistake number 4 would be not maximizing protein. We already spoke about this before, but it cannot be overemphasized. Protein helps you in so many ways. Protein is good for you, apart from the helping you stay full for longer. When you are training, you're building your muscles, your body needs that protein to recover. So if you are not eating enough protein, your body is not going to recover as fast. And then if you just keep working out, your body is slowly going to interpret your workouts and everything you are doing as stress. And we all know what happens when your body feels stressed. So make sure you are maximizing protein. Eat protein with every meal. In fact, make protein, arrange your meal around the protein, not the other way around. And this would help. Mistake number 5, when you have an all or nothing mindset. Now, I've been a victim of this. I mean, it's like you are on this program and then you are doing everything right, and then you stumble and suddenly you feel like it's the end of the world, right? Maybe you give yourself a goal of, maybe your poison is cookie and you decide no cookies for a month, and you are on this and you are going a week too, and then suddenly you get this massive craving. You just can't help yourself, and you have cookies. Not just a cookie, you have cookies. So this is just an example. I don't know what your temptation, your poison is, but this is just an example. So you end up falling off the path, and people that have an all or nothing mindset will be like, oh no, I've spoiled this, so I might as well just keep going and indulge, right? That is not going to be helpful. Trust me, I've done it. What you need, if you do stumble, just pick yourself back up and keep on going. That is how you see the result you want. Just keep on going. If you fall off the path, you had those cookies, okay, then just the next day, just continue with the program as usual. That is why it is advised that when you are honestly, I don't like calling it going on a weight loss journey. It's supposed to be about refurbishing your habits and living a healthier lifestyle. When you are generally living a healthier lifestyle, it helps you lose weight. So because going on a journey makes it sound like you are going to get off that journey. I mean, the journey has to end, right? So yeah, when you are refurbishing your lifestyle, so you should be trying to make healthier options and all that. So yes, if you do end up having those cookies, then just continue with your program as usual, and you will realize the longer you stay off them, the less you crave them. I realized this with staying off sugar. Now I cannot bear to eat anything sugary. If it's too sweet, my body would reject it. And this was made, I was living off junks and sugary drinks, soda, all those sugary drinks a few years ago. So it's totally doable. Your body knows what's good for you, but we get addicted to some of these things. That's why you get those strong cravings when you're trying to get off. It's like your body's going through withdrawals. So you're going to probably relapse a few times before you gain complete control. So do not have an all or nothing mindset. If you do a few things wrong, just pick yourself back up and continue with the program. Then mistake number 6, fixating on the scale. Now, something so many people don't realize, when you are trying to lose weight, the scale is not going to consistently go down every day. There are so many factors that go in on the weight on the scale, right? The water in your body, your muscle mass, your bone structure, your bone density, and everything, right? And then if you drink a lot of water and go on the scale is going to go up. So there are so many things. If you had a lot of salty food, I don't know if this is, it is common knowledge, but you might not be aware that salt holds on to water in your body. Sodium holds on to water in your body. So if you had a lot of salty dish the day before, you are probably going to weigh more the next day. Also, if you had carbs, you are probably going to weigh more. That does not mean you suddenly gain weight overnight. That is an extremely hard thing to do, gaining weight overnight. So some people fixate on the numbers on the scale and then they become discouraged. Also, when you start when you newly go on your weight loss journey, now mistake number 7 would be inconsistency. I feel like this one is self-explanatory, because when you start a program and you don't finish it, that's like, it's like, how do you expect something to work if you're not ready to put in the work, right? That's impossible. You can't lose weight unless you do put on the work. You have to make sure that you eat in a caloric deficit. You have to work out. You have to lift weight to put on muscle and all the likes. So if you do not do all this, then it's going to be almost impossible for you to lose weight. So being inconsistent, remaining inconsistent to the program, is just going to lead to you not seeing results, and then you would just conclude the program is not working. Meanwhile, you did not follow the program properly. So don't do that. Don't do it. Then mistake number 8, working out so much. It feels like this one is, it's something that it's harder to do, and it's harder to prove, more or less, but it's like there is such a thing as overworking. Yes, when you work out so much, your body interprets it as stress. That is not good for you, right? It's not just until you spend 2-3 hours in the gym that you know that you are doing something. As somebody whose body is not yet used to such a rigorous lifestyle, doing that will just make your body give up on you. So imagine your body, like, you will feel like crap the next day. Even nobody has to tell you. However, it's not something you should aim for. 30 minutes to 1 hour, highest 1 hour 30 minutes of workout for a beginner is more than adequate. It's more than enough. So working out 2-3 hours, you are just pushing your body beyond what it can bear. So don't do it. Don't push your body so hard that your body gives up on you. So do not make it so that your body interprets what is supposed to help you as stress. You can't just drop the weight in one day. Sleeping in the gym will not make you lose all that weight in one day. You have to calm down and trust the process. Then, mistake number 9, overestimating calories burned during workouts. This one is so easy, guys. It's so easy. I mean, you work out, you're huffing and puffing, and then you feel like, oh, I've done so much today. I probably burned 1,000 calories, or maybe 500. I kid you not. You probably burned less than 100 calories. Being out of breath, feeling tired, does not necessarily mean that you burned so much calories. This could probably just be from you not being used to it, you not having, built muscles that are strong enough to withstand that rigorous training. So we sometimes end up overestimating how many calories we burned, and then we go eat. We eat based off of the assumption that we burned so much calories, so we are entitled to a large meal. False. False, guys. Because if you do this, then you are not going to be able to maintain a caloric deficit, which equals no result. So do not try to compensate for any calories burned by eating, right? So if you work out, any calories burned should be an extra. Don't try to eat an extra 7 because you think you burned a certain amount of calories. Don't do that. So when you calculate the amount of calories you need every day, so it is advisable to just maintain a deficit of about 300 calories from your maintenance calories. So this would add up, and it's not so much that you go hungry, but it's not so little either. So about 1 pound of fat is about 3,500 calories. So maintaining that 300 calories deficit, it would add up. It would add up. So you are going to drop the weight slowly. However, because what you are doing is more sustainable, you would be able to do it for a longer period, which means you will keep dropping weight even when other people would have given up because they are cutting too much calories and their body just, goes raving hungry one day and they just end up eating so much and they gain all that weight back. And mistake number 10 is not planning your meals ahead. This would help you so much because when you plan your meals ahead, say today you can plan what you're going to have tomorrow. This helps you remain consistent with your calorie requirements and planning what you're going to eat. That means you already have those meals at hand, and not that when you get hungry you just eat whatever is in front of you. But if you already planned your meals the day before, so when you're getting hungry, your meal is right there. So you eat what you're supposed to, not just whatever is available. Because when you don't plan your meals ahead, that is how you can justify anything. Have you gotten so hungry you can justify eating anything? I mean, it just seems so minus. Everything seems so unimportant that you don't even really care about the weight loss until you're done, and then you just feel like, oh shit, I did it again. So guys, these are 10 of the mistakes some of 10 of the mistakes I realized I was making, and I've seen so many other people make that. So guys, these are 10 of some of the easiest mistakes to make when you just start your weight loss journey. I mean, there are things that are so easy to overlook. There are things that are so easy to do without even thinking, or when you don't do your proper research, or you don't have anybody to guide you. Don't worry, I'm here for you. Okay, so all right, this we have come to the end of the video today. So you can check out, I don't know if you're a book lover, you can check out my books. I have 3 books published on Amazon. If you read romance, you can check them out. You can see here, or and I'll put links in the description down below. I appreciate the support. If you decide to support me, or if that's not your thing, you could buy for your friend or your sister or your I don't know if you should buy for your mother. That's probably not appropriate, but all right, guys, see you next time.